Alright, what's going on, guys? Joltage here, and today I'm bringing you the finals of LC Tour 2015 between Kingmidas and Heysup. Heysup beat um, both. Who did he beat round one of playoffs? He beat both Majaspic 22 and uh, Confide to get to this point, and Kingmidas beat Tier Leader Mackle and myself to get to this point. They started off this game one. It's DPP. Looks like we had lead Chimchar from Kingmidas and lead Fanpy from Heysup. I unfortunately have joined this late, so I apologize. We missed the first few turns here. Um, so yeah, we've got Munchlax here, the dedicated special tank of DPP LC, um, in against this Whalmer whose water spouts are just getting weaker and weaker, I guess. Um, so Heysup withdraws to Gligar as, Kingmidas withdraws to Gligar as Heysup withdraws to get Dratini. I think Gligar has the matchup in this 1v1 here, so I would expect Heysup to switch out. What's his Fanfy at? His Fanfy's pretty healthy, so that probably lives, but he decides instead to sack his Munchlax. Fair play. Now he goes out to his Fanfy. He didn't want the his Oranberry was already eaten, so that's fair. Oh, Fanfy's pickup is probably really cool because it probably allows you to eat another Oranberry after your opponent eats there, so that's kind of cool. If it does end up working that way, I think that's how it works. But we're 5-5 on the scoreboard so far. Still plenty of mons to be revealed. And yeah. Okay, so Kingmidas withdraws to his Munchlax as Heysup gets up his rocks, which is fair. And then Fanpy just decides to go for that Earthquake as Munchlax does pop its Oranberry, but Fanpy doesn't eat it, so I guess it doesn't work that way. Kingmidas decides to switch out into his Ghastly to avoid the Earthquake, and Kingmidas has shown 5 of his 6 members. His last could really be anything at this point. I don't really have any guesses. Heysup decides to sack his Fanfy and get off chip damage in the form of Ice Shard. Expect him to go out to something like a Stunky or probably like a Stunky or like a Scarfmon here. Potentially his own Gligar if it has something like Aerial Ace. It might that might be on the cards. I'm not quite sure here. Goes out to his Carvana. This might be Scarf Carvana. I could see it, or it just might be Life Orb. And Aqua Jet will take out this Ghastly, so it could be either or. We'll see after this play. Yeah, Cam probably doesn't want to sack this right now. It is immune to Dratini's E-Speed, which could prove really nice for him, but he does end up sacking it. Our Carvana is a Life Orb, another messed up Life Orb number. HP number. We saw that earlier in today's SPL game between Starmaster and Fitzy. Fitzy's Carvana had a messed up Life Orb number, and now Heysup did the same. But good thing is Carvana doesn't have speed boost in DPP, so KM wasn't just swept by that thing. We've got Gliger, whose Oranberry's popped. Ooh, we've got Krabby. Oh, I do recognize this team. I versed Heysup in one of the live tours when he used this team, and I won because his Krabby missed a crab hammer after agilitying up on me, and it looks like that a similar situation might happen here. It hits this crab hammer. Um, and we've got an Elekid that's not going to outspeed even if Scarf. Krabby's actually really threatening. Agility sweepers in general are really good in DPP LC. So we'll see. It goes for the quick attack, just wants to chunk it. He has to really hope for Crab Hammer miss. I'm surprised he went for Crab Hammer there as opposed to like, oh, Static is beautiful. Heysup can still definitely win. What the huh? What the fuck was that? Um, the only way that makes any sense is, all right, for some reason, Heysup's Krabby was not happy with him there. That's interesting. Oh, Ghastly lives Pursuit. I didn't know that. What is this Ghastly though? It's not Life Orb and it's not Orin. That's interesting. That's what the hell? But Heysup's gonna clean this game up. And it looks like Kingmidas wants to play BW next. Heysup is known to not like BW at all. And Kingmidas is pretty decent at BW. So let's I'm gonna be waiting on this game here. It looked like a pretty decent game. That's hilarious that return did literally 1 HP to the freaking Munchlax. I was confused. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for the BW game. I don't have, oh, it's in, and we've got Heysup with the same team he used in his quarterfinals game against Majus pick. Kingmidas is using a team he literally just built. He actually asked me for help with it, even though like I said previously, my BW knowledge is not fantastic, but it's a pretty cool team. We've got I won't reveal sets right now because I don't really feel like that's necessary, but it should be an interesting game. Bronzor is not something you see a whole lot, at least I don't think. Bronzor was pretty decent DVV, but hasn't really been since. So he leads Bronzor as KM leads Doduo. Doduo really is not doing much to Bronzor. Bronzor sets up a Reflect. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, this Bronzor is dual screens to help haxy set up. Okay, but he doesn't want to stay on this Drober, and goes out to his Mischievous on the Stealth Rock. Kingmidas has a pretty good switch in his Stunky there, unless it's like Willow Missy, which is definitely a possibility. I run that, but he decides to go out to his Timber first, as Missy Nasty plots. This thing is really scary. I don't know if it kills Timber from full though, so yeah, I have no idea if it kills Timber from full. With a +2 Shadow Ball, though Missy's pretty strong, so we'll see. Cam probably just wants to click Payback here. Nah, it doesn't do much at all, and Payback's gonna crit through the Reflect and kill. That probably mattered. That I mean, yeah, that's really unfortunate for Heysup. Like, why even have screens, man? But so yeah, that's unfortunate for whatchamacallit, for Heysup. Um, and he decides to go out to his own Timber here. Timber's pretty threatening to KM's team, other than like Fungus. So we'll see. Heysup getting hacks is nothing new really. It's like something he's known for doing. But anyway, both Timbers decide to bulk up turn 5. They flexing on each other. And KM decides he doesn't want any of that, as Heysup goes for the drain punch on the Fungus. Does nothing at all. But yeah, that's like really nothing. He just decides to stay in and drain punch. Probably wants to let that take the spore, if anything. But Fungus goes for the clear smog. Wait, no. Why would he want that to take the spore? We have oh yeah, no, it's nasty plot, weak armor, Vullaby. That's why. And so we decide that is going to be the thing to take the spore. Oh, unless he's not weak armor, and it does go through overcoat this gen. It does go through overcoat this gen, apparently. Yeah, there's me showing off my as me showing off my knowledge of the competitive metagame. In my defense, I did not work up Doduo. That's cool. I actually didn't know the Doduo set. But yeah, that Brave Bird's killing everything. There's like the oh god, that's killing everything and their mom. We've got a Sash Abra here that's not gonna die to this. Because, you know, Sash, but so Cam doesn't want to deal with that, and he goes out to his Stunky on the Psychic. We've got Reflect Abra, which is kind of cool. That actually lives the unboosted Pursuit. It won't live the boosted one. And it just sets up both screens. So we've got another dual screens. I think he's going to go for the setup with Axu next turn, probably. I could see that. Though it would be really nice for Heysup if he had Rocks up or something. Just in case the turret is sturdy rather than bulky. So yeah, Abra encores the Snuggie into Pursuit. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. I know we got Axu. Axu's gonna try and set up here, and it's gonna set up. It's definitely gonna set up as we go out in Fungus. Nothing's asleep, so nothing's asleep. So I doubt this kills Fungus because Fungus is dumb. Like, it's stupidly bulky. Oh, but it is taunt Axie. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Taunt DD Axie. I might run that in LCUU, which is cool meta, by the way. More people should play IMO. Feel free to ask me for a game if you ever feel like playing. But anyway, back to the action. Clear Smog takes away Axu's +1, and yeah, I'm thinking KM's just gonna win this as he goes for Memento, which ooh, damn it, which kind of neuters the Axu. It can still taunt the Tortuga from setting up, so that's kind of cool. And prevent that from setting up, so that's kind of cool. But because it's still fast, and it was outspeeding Tortuga anyway. But Tortuga doesn't really need to set up this. Oh, Heysup actually decides to go for the Dragon Dance as opposed to the taunt there. That's also fair, I guess. I assume Heysup's non-dragon move is Earthquake, or wait, no, does it get Earthquake? No, I think it's gonna be Superpower actually. But this Tortuga's sturdy. So that's not gonna affect that at all. But it is Superpower. Oh wait. Oh no, Mold Breaker. God damn it. I always mess something up. But yeah, superpower bust the mold breaker makes it bust through the sturdy, as it does, and Tortuga goes down. So this haxy still is fighting. We've got Drilber in now. And we'll see what happens here. I expect the Axie to just kind of drag and move here, or because I don't really think it's going to get another setup opportunity. I mean, though it's possible that it does with screens up, if Bronzor can somehow get in and set up more screens. So I mean, this game's definitely not over, but it's a weird game. BW's a weird meta. Not the biggest fan. Like, I'd rather play DPP or ORAS LC every day, but it's interesting. It's good to see other metas in play. But yeah, I expect KM's just gonna go for a nice powerful earthquake, hits everything on the team. So yeah, that's what I expect to see here. It's all really about yeah, I don't think Heysup can stay in unless he crits, Xy's not killing this Drober with anything. And I think this thing is the best way for him to win. So yeah, he does switch out for his Timber. Timber actually takes the earthquake really well. So Heysup can fire off another Drain Punch, though Fungus is a liability, I guess. Oh wait, I guess KM either got a low roll or a high roll on the first one, or a high roll on the second one. That's fine. Bronzor is gonna try and set up a reflect as a last ditch effort for Heysup to end up winning this game, but it does die to the earthquake, and it looks like KM is gonna win this. Man, I'm so sorry for all my yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning. I was fine. I've only been up for like 5 hours as well. Shouldn't be yawning at this point. But yeah, Heysup takes BW, and it all comes down to the final game, which is ORAS. So it should be an interesting one, to say the least. Both are really competent ORASers. Heysup actually is playing ORAS LC in SPL for the who's he playing for? He's playing for the classiest. KM's not an SPL, but that doesn't mean that KM can't win this game of ORAS. Because I don't know. I feel like it's very true that the LC pool of talent is really really close in ability. But yeah, anyway, let's hop into this LC game. We've got a Levy team from KM, and Heysup brought his team he used in his SPL game versus ZF. So APOM lead, which is standard, and we've got the Drober lead from KM. That fake out does a lot. Because like APOM is really strong here. Nothing switches into this. Is Drifloon can't, like, nothing's gonna switch into this. Fury swipes here. Krogunk's gonna die probably. Yep, Krogunk's dying maybe. Oh no, it lived. That's surprising. But yeah, this APOM is showing why it's actually a good mon here. Just so strong, actually, which is not something you expect, but it just is. Heysup switches in his own Krogunk, not wanting his APOM to get vacuum waved, and KM goes for the knockoff there, knocks off Berry Juice. Berry Juice typically means Nasty Plot Krogunk, though it's not. It's no guarantee that it is Nasty Plot Krogunk. We'll see here. Goes for the vacuum wave on BJ Drober. That's also interesting. You don't see that super often either. So yeah, a lot of BJ where you'd normally see Eviolites, but it's proving why BJ is still a very viable item even not on sturdy mons. So Heysup's obviously not going to want to stay in here. However, he is going to want to stay in here for some reason. I expected him to go up to Staryu there, but that's fine. But he instead gets a free switch back into Apom. Apom can freely fake out here. Can also pretty freely Fury swipes. Yeah, it just goes for the fake out. Apom's putting in a lot of work. Kingmidas doesn't have any switch-ins to it. So yeah, it definitely could have Fury swipes there and saved itself extra life orb recoil. And in comes the Scarf Mag from KM. At least I assume it's Scarf Mag. And probably wants to go for the Flash Cannon here. Onyx is still a thing, so I don't really want to get Volt Switch blocked. And actually, Onyx can kind of be really annoying if it's just in for free. Earthquake deals with this and Krogunk, and then Rock Blast will deal with Drifloon and Vullaby pretty well. Though Rock Blast will probably pop Drifloon's Berry Juice, making it faster and be annoying. It's probably a Subwiss Recycle Floon. Seems to be really popular right now, and I'm pretty sure KM is using a Levy team. At least that's what it looks like to me. He's gonna... Oh, okay. Wow, they just played these last couple turns really fast. Heysup switched in his Onyx to get Flash Cannoned, and then decided to set up his Rocks, expecting KM to maybe switch out fearing the Earthquake, but KM decided to stay in and Flash Cannon again, so Onyx is at 1 HP. And he looks like he's just sacking this Magnemite. He's staying in. He stayed into Flash Cannon the Staryu. I don't know if Krogunk... Now, I think Krogunk lives on rocks, so Staryu went for the Psychic, predicting that, I believe. But now we've got Porygon in. Tank Porygon's really popular right now. Got that nice Spatak download boost, so whatever tries to come in on it is going to be hit pretty hard. And Heysup just decides to let his Staryu go down. This is a pretty close game. No, nothing really amazing is happening or anything, but yeah, it's a real close game. Apom is back and as threatening as ever. Something's dying on King's. Midas is probably going to be this Porygon. And it is. He goes for the Brick Break there. No need to fake out or anything. I'm kind of... I mean, yeah, I guess. KM goes out to his Krogunk. It has had the switch in, and Heysup's going to sack his Onyx to the Vacuum Wave. Fair play. I expect Heysup to go... okay, went out to... Apom. I was expecting him to go out to Fletchling and be overheat Fletchling, but it doesn't look like that's the case. KM switches in his Drifloon to avoid the fake out, and then sacks his Krogunk on the incoming knockoff. Good play on his part. Now he gets his Mag in for free. This Mag can freely Volt Switch here. So it's all about whether Heysup wants to switch in his Mag to this, because Apom's going to die, Fletchling is going to die. His Mag's the only thing that's not going to die to this, but it will be not going to feel good. He decides to let his Apom take it, and actually Apom doesn't die, so Apom's getting a big hit off on something, I assume being a knockoff. So if I were KM, I'd probably go into my Vullaby here. It just seems like the safest play there. It's going to be a really close end game. It's looking like he does go into his Vullaby. And a Brick Break instead of the knockoff, which again is fair. Now I expect Heysup's probably going to go to Magnemite to fire off a I'm probably gonna fire off a Volt Switch, I guess. Volt Switch will kill Vullaby from this point. It'll kill Drifloon. It's gonna be Mag v Mag. It looks like come down as it comes down to it. KM's Mag is a lot more chunked than Heysup's is, though. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. He goes into Fletchling though, and no one does what I expect them to do. Maybe that's why he's in SPL though. So, because yeah, I don't claim to be the best, never have. But Heysup's gonna go to Fletchling. I assume he's gonna try an SD here. That'd be okay. That'd be a fair play. I guess because Vullaby's not gonna kill Fletchling in one hit, and SD might kill after an SD and rocks. I still don't think Magnemite's going to be that low, but KM decides to Brave Bird, which is fair, and it is Overheat Fletch, as I suspected. He was hoping that KM would just go out into his Mag there, but KM just decided to stay in and Brave Bird. Now Heysup has no other play than to just I guess Heysup's best play here is just to Acro, as he does. Do just that. He goes out into his Mag, which is for a really safe Volt Switch. It looks like KM's actually going to win this because it's going to Volt Switch out here. Unless Heysup saves this Fletchling, which he might need to do, because if it Volt Switches out here, he goes into his Drifloon. Freaking Heysup's Mag has to click T-Bolt and to kill the Drifloon. KM's Mag can come back in and just click HP Ground to win. So yeah, Heysup realizes that and switches in his Mag. Oh, his Mag is Berry Juice Mag. Wait, did I know that? No, I didn't know that Mag was not seen in the game versus EF. Alright, it's Berry Juice Mag. At least I don't think it was seen in the game versus EF. You can go back and watch that game to fact check me. Yeah. Self plug. We've got BJ Mag. That assumes no HP Ground on it, but I think a T-Bolt is fine from him, or a Volt Switch. Oh yeah, they don't run T-Bolt. This is gonna be interesting. There's no way Acro kills from here. Yeah. So Fletch has to go down. I think he had to click recycle there, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, and then Drifloon should be outspeeding this Mag. Heysup saying he choked that. Yeah, he did. I guess. He tried to go for the recycle there again. Floon goes for the Wisp. Misses and misses again. Flash Cannon does a lot, actually. Yeah, Flash Cannon does a lot. Actually, this got a lot more interesting, actually. Thanks to him missing those wisps. No, though he hit the one he really needed to. So, Cam's gonna win this. Wait, no, he doesn't. Wait. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he has sturdy. And then, yeah, no. So Heysup does win thanks to Cam not hitting a Will-O-Wisp earlier. Really close game. But Heysup is the LC Tour 2015 champion. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Kingmidas as well. He played pretty decently. Um, in he played pretty decently in to get to this point, even though I technically threw both my games against him. But I'm really actually annoyed by that. But yeah, anyway, hats off to both these players. They're really good, good players, and yeah, congratulations to Heysup once again. And yeah, so anyway, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, or whatever the hell you want to do. And I'll be back with more competitive LC content. See you next time.